I was trying to teach matrix transformations, and I wanted to use a little bit of autograph because just to have a break from just multiplying out the matrices. Although I had taught them how to do that when I started doing this. You can quite easily just generate a shape on autograph like that. You just click on there's a little flag plus icon up here, and then you can just choose whatever shape comes up. And the option I always remember to do is you don't fill the shape just so you can see it a little better. That shape is then a group shape, so if you click on it, it selects the whole lot rather than each individual point. And if you click on it, then right click, one of your options is the matrix transformation right down the bottom there. Although just above that, there are some preset ones there, but that'll just do what it says there. It won't actually talk about it in terms of the matrices, and you can get to those ones from the matrix transformation menu as well. So up it brings a 2x2 matrix, and the key thing there is just a little drop down menu there where you've got the top one user defined and then some predefined ones. I was trying to get them to start off by thinking about a reflection in the x-axis to start with, so I've got them thinking about what coordinates we have to move to where. I talked to them about the fact that you can actually express the shape as a matrix with just the coordinates as column vectors within the matrix, and then you can multiply out by a matrix which you think may be the answer, and hopefully after not too much hassle they would come up with something like that. So you can just type it in and then you can click OK, and don't ask me why it comes up that horrible colour, but it seems to want to do that. And then you can start talking about the different results you get, but then say to them, what about reflection in the y-axis? And they talk about that again, and you've actually got that one as one of your presets as well as the one I've just done. So it will actually swap the signs there for you. It will show you how to do that. So what I kind of used this in conjunction with them actually working out a few of them, so that they were working some out and not just relying on this. They were able to go in the computer room as well and actually try a few of these out for themselves. It gets a little bit more interesting when you actually choose something like an enlargement, because the enlargement, they do it as a parameter with k in. So when you do that, if I press OK, it always seems to take the last value of k that I used at whatever time when I was demonstrating this and working out what I was going to do. So you can then click on, because that shape has got a constant that defines it, the horribly greeny colour, when you click on the little animate object lightning thing at the top there, and you can, as you can see, if I go between 0 and we do go a bit steps a little bit more than that, 0.5. Some reason this is incorrect. This should say the matrix. It should be k nor k. There's a bug installed on my computer somewhere. Even that I've made a mistake. And then you can just step through with value of k as 0.5, so obviously a reduction in size, and you can obviously keep doing that, and then you can move the shape. And you can talk about pretty much what they've done sort of year 8 and 9 in terms of enlargements, and refer it back to that. Talk about it in terms of the matrix. The other one that's fairly interesting to do is to look at the shear. So there's a shear x and a shear y, and again they see that that's similar to some matrices I've seen already, the noughts and the ones, but you've got the k up there in the top right, and off you go. And you can start getting them thinking about what's actually happening there in terms of all the points, the y coordinate staying the same, but the x coordinate somehow varying, and I think it's x plus a proportion of the y, if I remember rightly. And you can go back and start looking at the constant again. So you can talk about, negatives, the value of 0, making it the same. And you can just generally get them thinking about which matrix they're going to use to do the transformation. There's some reflection ones as well, and rotation ones.